Alrighty then, welcome to the next video, the final video on raids. This is going to be the easiest one. It's very straightforward. It's basically just an assassination, but it does have a couple of tweaks as it has elements of all the parts of the raids so far, kind of. Sounds super complex and nasty and dirty, but it's not really a problem. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is go everywhere except the location on the map, because we want to scope out the map since there are often rare containers hidden here. Sometimes there aren't, but most of the times you'll find one, especially on the Nightmare raid, since the drop chance or spawn chance of loot crates, rare loot crates, is 25%, I believe. So pretty much every Nightmare raid you will get 2 or 3 rare containers. Once you found the rare container, go ahead and make sure you've checked out all the other little corridors and pathways. See if there's not maybe another one, because it has happened that 2 have spawned right by each other and some in different areas. It happens. And so just make sure that you check out all of the rooms. Now for the assassination, this is going to be, it's kind of a weird boss fight, but you'll get it done. And there it goes. A second rare container has been found, so we're going to go pick that up right quick. So the concept of this boss fight is really kind of strange. There are 5, I believe, 5 chimneys in that arena, right? It's a circular map. And there are 5 scattered in a circular form around the arena chimneys, and Vay Hek likes to stand up on those and boast and talk shit, as he always does, much like I do. So your goal is going to be locate an enemy that has a battery. You're going to kill the enemy, and the enemy is going to drop a battery, just like on the first part of the raid, right? Once he has dropped the battery, a designated player is going to pick it up and allow it to arm and everything, just like with the toxin injectors in the first part. It's exactly the same concept regarding the battery. And then you're going to want to choose one of the chimneys. The chimneys, at the bottom of every chimney there is a door which is locked, and the door can only be opened by standing on 2 buttons. Alright? You're going to have to find the 2 buttons that open the correct door. It's always the same one, so if you do the raid next time, it won't be different buttons. It'll always be the same. So once you kind of memorize which buttons open what door, it'll be no problem. So whoever is the leader of this group is going to mark the first door that he wants open, so the rest of the squad knows which buttons to locate. Alright? Now the easiest way to find the buttons is to go to the marked door, just right up in front of the marked door, ignore everything else except your crowd controlling abilities, just spam those to be safe. Walk right up to the door and look at the bottom of the door on the floor. You'll find 2 cables, one leading in from the left and one leading in from the right. You're going to want to backtrack. Follow those cables back to their origin, and they'll lead you to the correct button. So you just follow the cables back to their origin. It'll lead you to the correct button. As you can see, that one leads over to there. Now Spectre is standing on the right button, and that button is basically sending an electrical current to the door, telling the door to open, but you need A and B to open it up, so the other button needs to be stepped on as well. Now you can see that the door is open because the second button has been stepped on. If you follow it back to where the energy source is coming from, you can see where Ruse is standing. Now the 2 people on the buttons, there you go, there's the path. The 2 people on the buttons are going to have to keep the button activated until the battery carrier has the battery fully charged, walked into the chimney, in through the door, and dropped the battery inside and returned out of it safely. Okay? If you get off of those buttons while your battery carrier is in there, he's going to be stuck in there, and that is problematic. Okay? If everything works smoothly, stay on the buttons, leave the door open, your battery carrier will go in, drop the battery, it'll explode, it'll make the chimney burn. As you can see right now, it's on fire. He comes back out, then you can go on to the next one. As you can see, the next one has already been designated by my team. The buttons have also already been located. Jesus Christ, I can't talk today. The buttons have been located and stepped on, so the door is open. Ruse has already grabbed the battery, and the battery is also already armed, so he's going to go in there and he's going to drop the battery close to the chimney on the inside. It's going to destabilize and explode and cause the chimney to bleed fire. As you can see, the fire spout out at the top. There you go. Vay Hek won't stand on that anymore. And you have to do this with all of the chimneys in this room. Just do one after the other. Just go from one to the next, clockwise or counterclockwise. It doesn't matter. Just don't do them in different orders, because it'll kind of screw everybody up, you know. So once all the chimneys are burning, Vay Hek will no longer have a spot that he can stand on and hide, I guess, or whatever, and he'll become vulnerable. He'll then be forced to engage you, Tenno, and you can fuck him up. Now, if you're wondering why I'm standing in the middle doing nothing, I'm not actually doing anything. I'm standing in the middle since you may have remembered in the beginning, in the very first part, I told you guys that I am the tank trinity, right? So my range is enough to bless everyone if I'm standing in the middle. That's why I'm standing here, is because I can take care of the entire battlefield a little bit. I can take out the butterflies a little bit, keep my eye on where problematic enemies are, and, you know, kind of just have a grand scope of what's going on. And the most important thing is every time I bless, I will reach everyone, all right? That's the only reason why I'm standing here. I highly recommend you copy this, to let your tank trinity stand in the middle and do this, because this is very, very successful, for me at least. This works grand. Very good. So as you can see, I'm taking out those fucking butterflies. Sometimes I spam energy leech on them, sometimes I don't. It's not really required, since there is a trinity, a leech trinity here, doing that job for me. But there's no hurt in supporting her, right? So that's basically it. I'm just going to spam blessing as my teammates go from door to door to door and open them up, standing on the correct buttons. There you go, that one's already done. This should be the last chimney. It is. Locating the buttons, you can see that it's marked so that everybody knows which door needs to be opened. And now once it's done stabilizing and has exploded, Vay Hek will bring his punk ass down here. Bring that ass around here, boy. And you can fuck him up. So now it's turkey time, as we like to say. Time to fry up a turkey is what I always hear at this point. So you basically just give him hell, just take him out, and he's not very hard to beat. He's not a threat. As you can see, he's already dead, and that's it. And for tradition, this is our raid tradition. You can do this as well if you want. Jump up into the chimney and have a Tenno barbecue. This is our tradition. We do it pretty much every raid. Everybody jumps up into one chimney and just burns, and we call it a Tenno barbecue. I don't know why, but it's what we do. In this case, they abandoned me, the bastards.
Reconciled thanks to your skill and dedication, Tenno.
So, and there you go. You have your arcane barrier. You have nearly 500,000 worth of credits thanks to rare container pickups and whatnots and everything. And that is pretty much it. That is pretty much it. Now again, if you guys have any questions, I really tried to keep this a bit short, but trying to go into detail as well. I don't want to have a video that is like an hour long explaining this. I could do that easily and really show you each and every single station, one after the other. No problem, I can do that for you guys. The question is, do you want that? I don't think so. Who has the time to sit down and watch a fucking documentary for raids, right? I don't. I wouldn't want to watch it, so why would I want you to? If you guys need more detail or anything, let me know. Let me know. I do these videos for you guys. I want to entertain you guys, and if along the side of entertaining you guys, I can also teach you a thing or two, a little trick or two, hey, I'm happy. Alright, I'm happy. So if you need any more information, ask me in the comments section. If there's any predominant questions coming up, I'm going to make another video on it, no problem. And yeah, I'd greatly appreciate it if you like and subscribe to this shitty channel. If you want to, yeah, go ahead, leave a bunch of comments and everything. I really appreciate it, and you can very much help me get out of my shitty life. So thanks. in advance. And good luck with all of your undergoings, Tenno. Let me know if you need anything else. This was your host, Pseudocron, not fucking Cephalon Jizo, cause fuck him, and in his words, now fuck off.
Deep down low.